William Birkin. William Birkin, a brilliant scientist, a father, a man who believed he controlled everything. Until Umbrella betrayed him, shot him, left him to die. So he made a choice. He injected himself with the G virus. When Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield encounter him, he's already changing. Each fight makes him worse, stronger, more unstable, less human. He forgets who he is, driven only by instinct, to survive, to evolve. In the end, there's nothing left of the man, only a mass of mutation. Leon finishes it. An explosion consumes what remains. William Birkin dies in the fire he created. Jack Baker, a normal man, a father who tried to protect his family, until he made one mistake. He helped a little girl, Eveline. She didn't just infect him, she controlled him, twisted his mind, turned him into something violent. But deep inside, Jack was still there, trapped. When Ethan Winters fights him, Jack keeps coming back, again and again, because he can't stop, not by choice. Until the final fight, Ethan injects him with the serum. Jack collapses. He consumes the space around you, and Ethan has no choice but to burn through what's left of him. And for a moment, he's himself again. He looks at Ethan and thanks him before dying. Albert Wesker. Albert Wesker, not born a monster, raised to become one, a child of an experiment, taught he was superior, that humanity was beneath him. And inside Umbrella, he wasn't just an agent. He was watching everything, manipulating from the shadows, using the company to get closer to real power. When Chris Redfield confronts him, it's the end. Wesker moves faster than human, stronger, precise, untouchable. But the virus inside him begins to fail. His body becomes unstable. For the first time, he loses control. And in the final moment, rockets hit him. He falls into the volcano, consumed by fire, destroyed completely. Donna Beneviento. She was never strong, never powerful, only broken, living in isolation, hiding behind dolls, behind illusions, behind fear. When Ethan Winters enters her house, he loses everything. Weapons, control, reality. The world becomes something else, a nightmare that feels real. But Donna never attacks directly. She hides, watching, waiting, until Ethan finds her, hidden, defenseless, and kills her in a single moment. The illusions vanish instantly. Everything disappears, leaving only silence. Osmond Sadler. Osmond Sadler. A man who believed he was saving the world, not destroying it. Leader of a cult, a believer in control. Through infection, through obedience, through the parasite. The source of his power was Las Plagas, an ancient parasite, not just infecting the body, but controlling the mind. Through it, he could command anyone, and he built a cult around it, Los Iluminados. Followers who didn't question, didn't resist, only obeyed. He didn't see people as victims. He saw them as something to be improved. When Leon Kennedy confronts him, Sadler is calm, certain he has already won. But when he's pushed, he transforms. The parasite takes over completely, turning him into something monstrous, unstable. And in the end, Leon fires a rocket launcher, one shot. Sadler is destroyed instantly. Carl Heisenberg. Long before Ethan arrived, he was just another victim, taken by Miranda, experimented on, his body changed, given abilities he never asked for. Control over metal. But power didn't mean freedom. He was forced to serve, forced to watch others suffer the same fate. And unlike the others, he understood everything, knew they were all just tools, failed experiments, disposable. When he meets Ethan, he doesn't attack immediately. He offers a deal. He wants Miranda dead, but trust doesn't exist here, and he knows it. So, when it fails, he does what he always does. His factory becomes a battlefield. Machines come alive. And in the end, he lets go of control, transforms, a massive mechanical monster, Fueled by rage, Ethan tears through it, piece by piece, and Heisenberg dies in the ruins of the place that defined him. Still hating Miranda, Eveline. She was created in a lab, a bioweapon, designed to control people through infection, to take over their minds completely. During transport on a tanker, everything went wrong. Eveline broke free. She infected the crew, turned them against each other. The entire ship collapsed into chaos. No survivors. Only her and Mia Winters. Together, they escaped, reached the Baker property, and that's where it spread. Eveline didn't ask. She took control. Jack, Marguerite, Lucas, all of them. Their minds overwritten, their bodies changed, turned into something else. When Ethan Winters arrives, he's not facing a family. He's facing her control, her influence. When he finally confronts her, there's no illusion, only the source. Ethan uses the toxin, injects her. Her body rapidly ages, breaks down, decays, until Eveline dies. Lisa Trevor. She was the daughter of an architect, George Trevor, the man who designed the Spencer Mansion. He knew too much about the layout, about the secrets hidden inside it. So Umbrella made a decision. They couldn't let him leave. He was trapped inside his own creation, and his family was taken. Lisa turned into a test subject, used in experiments for years, injected again and again. But her body didn't die. Survived everything, but her mind didn't survive. Personality disappeared. Only fragments remained. Pain, fear. When Jill Valentine or Chris Redfield encounter her, she isn't hunting. She's searching, trying to find something she lost. No confirmation, no end. Lisa Trevor isn't killed. She's left behind, still alive, still searching. Salvatore Moreau, he was never strong, never respected. Even before the experiments, he was weak. And when Miranda found him, he thought it was a blessing to finally matter. The experiments changed him, twisted his body, made him unstable. Even among monsters, he was a failure. The others mocked him, but he still believed, still worshipped Miranda, because she was the only one who gave him purpose. When Ethan finds him, Moreau is afraid, not angry, not confident, afraid, but he still fights, because that's all he knows. He transforms into something grotesque, unstable, falling apart as it lives. The environment rots with him, acid, decay, everything collapsing. And in the end, Ethan shoots him. Moreau collapses, crying, not for what he did, but for not being good enough, until he dies. Alexia Ashford. She was born into one of Umbrella's founding families, the Ashfords. Her father, Alexander Ashford, continued their research, trying to restore the family's lost status. That's how Alexia was created, through genetic engineering, not naturally. From a young age, she surpassed everyone around her. But her goal wasn't just research. She wanted to surpass Umbrella itself. That's when she began working on the T. Veronica virus, a variant designed for control and evolution, not just infection. She tested it, and eventually used it on her own father, turning him into a failed creature, a test subject. Then she chose to use it on herself. She placed her body into cryogenic sleep, allowing the virus to evolve inside her over years. When she awakened, she wasn't human anymore. Her body had changed. The virus fully integrated, giving her new abilities, control, regeneration. Her base of operations was the Antarctic facility, until Chris Redfield arrived. The final confrontation begins there. She transforms multiple times, each form more aggressive, losing control over her own mutation. And in the final moment, Chris uses incendiary weapons. Flames engulf her completely. Her body can't regenerate fast enough. The virus fails to sustain her. Alexia Ashford dies. burned alive in the facility she controlled.